Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. Let's get into our year end
The
list.
meat and potatoes of what Chalk came here for.
So since we already talking music, let's start with music, man. Where you want to start with? You want to start with
We could do albums since we're gonna be albums. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be going back and forth with.
all right, I'll start with mine. I'll start with some honorable mentions. If you have any honorable mentions, I'm saying let them know. My first honorable mention, Lucky 13 by Flea Lord. Only reason why it's on my honorable mention list is because I got onto the Flea Lord like 12 for 12 list pretty late, and this was one of my standout joints. On top of I did like the joint he did with Prodigy and Havoc. I thought that was a really good joint too. But this one I thought with the production, I personally like it a little bit more. DJ Shay, rest in peace, DJ Shay. Also, we lost him this year too. Definitely rest in peace, DJ Shay, Buffalo legend. He produced this whole tape. When I mean the production is dope as fuck, and Flea Lord is getting the fuck off on that shit. Love it.
Flea Lord is fire, bro.
I'm fire. I think he's gonna be another one. He's gonna have a crazy 2021. Dark Lane demo tapes. Obviously, we all know this wasn't the finished product of what we were getting from Drake. It was, I'm saying, a lot of shit was getting leaked from Drake this year. Drake leaks was on go this year, and we got pretty much this tape to pretty much, I'm saying, cancel a lot of that shit out. And we got a lot of good records on here. Yeah, we got fucking When to Say When, Chicago Freestyle, fucking what's one of my other joints? Can't think of it right now. I gotta look up the fucking track list. But we got a lot of good records on there. Like for that to be a tape full of throwaways,
that's not throwaways. That's some
better than a lot of nigga shit, bro.
Yeah.
Joint him and Chris Brown, where he pretty much kind of like gave that nigga background vocals. Time Flies, Landed. Some people might. I like Pain 1993 until Playboy Cardi comes on.
I don't like Pain. I skipped that song completely.
It's dope when you in the whip. I ain't gonna lie. But when you want to E-way, that's an E-way drive. When you want to just and bust an 80, 70, you're saying busting 70 in the 80 room. I'm saying, well, no. I don't go.
Right.
I'm not psycho. This ain't Atlanta.
This ain't Atlanta.
Right. Niggas are crazy out there, bro. But Losses, man, War, Demons, a lot of good songs on here. A lot of really good songs on here. Like once again, to be a throwaway tape, man. And then he come with Laugh Now, Cry Later to build up for the actual album, which we're gonna get 2020.
We might get it tomorrow.
Never know, bro. You never
know.
You never know, man. I gotta give some love to the West Coast, man. Mozzie with Beyond Bulletproof. It would have made my top 10, but it's just a lot of music came out this year, and it just left my top 10. Just left it, and just to let people know, I'm basing a lot of this stuff off replay value, impact, bars. You know what I'm saying? Song quality, a lot of that shit, man. So you know what I'm saying? If you kill me, kill me. And it's like I said, a lot of stuff came out late too, so that plays effect to some stuff too. But Beyond Bulletproof was a dope album. I think Mozzie is coming more so into being just a really good artist too, outside of just, you know what I'm saying, street rap shit. Like I really like the records he had on here, and I can't wait to see what he does for 2021. Standout record on there too. What's my joint? Body Count, dope shit, bro. Dope. Him and G Herbo, dope shit. Streams of Thought Volume 3 by Black Thought.
Black Thought, that was a good one.
Really good.
I went back to fuck with that album.
Would have made the top 10. Just missed it. Just missed it. It almost made. I had to cramps. Like it made it and left like at least 4 or 5 times. But I'm gonna leave it in my honorable mention list. But he cooked food on that shit. The record with him, Killer Mike, and Pusha T. Pusha verse on that is one of my favorite verses of the year. Once again, he's on that nigga Drake neck. Drake, leave him alone.
It's annoying. It's annoying for this point. Drake hasn't mentioned that nigga.
But no, it's not that, bro. It was the whole Maybach Music shit. People forget about that. Yeah. And the other shots that he did on the fucking little freestyles and shit after Scorpion and such like that. Like, come on, he was warranted in this shit. What'd he say? The only way you could what do you say? Only way you can celebrate a death is with a birth. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Hit that air horn.
Oh, please believe, bro. Please believe that nigga, yo, really
Don
wild.
DeMarked out. Don DeMarked out.
For real, son. That nigga wild the fuck out with that shit, bro. But that shit, bro. Mount Mercy, that production on that fucking
album. So you have it there. You have it on your shit.
Yeah, man. I had to give it the album, and the only reason why it just came out just a little too late for me to really like sit with it enough. You gotta think about it. And this time, so much music. You really need time to sit with an album.
Oversaturation of music,
exactly.
man.
So going through right really sit with your album for too long. I'm sorry, but it still makes my honorable mention list. I gotta give it some credit because the production on there, great. Marcy is, you know what I'm saying? I used to really didn't like Marcy too much because his style was different from me.
You mentioned that before.
Yeah, the offbeat shit was different from me. But once it started like growing on me for a while, I was like, oh, okay. Now as I see. And then with him producing all of Stove Guy shit, and not to like hearing the album, then hearing his production on his own shit, like him doing his own shit, and then hearing like niggas like Schoolboy Q on his production, I need to hear
COVID Cough and Eye of Horus are the two standouts for me on there.
Yo, Q really went the fuck in on that shit, bro. Like, I need some Schoolboy Q music in 2021.
We just need some TDE, period.
Bruh, man. Butterfly Effect was dope, man. It's so many dope joints. Like I said, just the production on there is the real standout for me. Like, his production is so amazing to me, bro. So amazing. And last but not least, As God Intended by Chez Noir. Now, that's the one that was really going to make the list. I swear to God. But like I said, I missed
After
it.
12 came out.
Yeah, that, and I missed it a little early in the years. But I like this a little bit more than After 12.
Really?
Yeah, like I like the songs personally just a little bit more. Like with Blood is Thicker, I love that. Fucking the 12 Hours record on here. Daddy's Girl, Winter, 94. It's a lot of joints where she just like talking that shit, bro. Like, whereas like I always say, like she gives me the mix of whereas like Eve's record Love Is Blind mixed with Little Kim on Quiet Storm. If you put those two together, I feel that's what she wants. Yes. Like, and now those are like some of my favorite records, but it's like she can speak on shit where she can speak to the women. She can speak to the, you know what I'm saying, to our black people.
I like that she doesn't talk about
that gutter shit too. You know what I'm saying?
I like that she doesn't talk about her pussy every 4 bars.
Right. But she can if she wants to.
She can. She's not a bad looking girl, but it's just like
what's the one joint?
I would much rather like girls like her and Rhapsody, like that rap. They don't talk about my pussies they rap.
Bro, the way bro, like shout out to the record on with the Passport Gives joint 3. What is it? What's it called? Was it 'Twas the Night or some shit like that? What the fuck was that shit called? I forgot. It's on my Christmas playlist. There's some thug ass shit on my Christmas playlist. Sad as shit. Where'd it go? Yeah, 'Twas the Night. Right, she was talking about basically how she was falling in love. Well, she started loving it on this dude who had a girl, and you know what I'm saying, she knew that the girl was cheating on her and cheating on him, and she was gonna kill her to get with him and shit. Like, she be on that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not about just I want to fuck this nigga or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You know who put me on the Shay? Joe, last year.
Yeah, bro. Shay cooking food, bro.
Joe was the first nigga I heard championing Shay. And I was like, who's this Chez Noir? And he was like, oh, this.
And then did you have any honorable mentions?
I didn't have any.
Everything is solidified for you?
Everything is solidified for me. Backed up with facts.
And I mean, I feel like pretty much whatever. I feel like pretty much the ones that I know probably like the last 3 I said probably will be on your honorable mention, probably, if anything, probably. But what's your number 10? I'm gonna start. You go with your number 10. I'll go with my number 10.
My number 10 is, you already mentioned it, Dark Lane Demo Tapes by Drake. You know, there's not much. You said everything you need to. You said everything that need to be said about that album. You know what I'm
saying? I got at number 10. I got Savage Mode 2. Matter of fact, I feel like it'll take too long. Just go ahead and say what your list, man. Because you already said what reason. I already said mine. With Savage Mode 2, a lot of great songs on there. Like Metro and Savage came back together and came up like just they linked. It was a great album. So great. You know what I'm saying? Like from Stepping on Niggas to Many Men to fucking what's my one joint? I slide anyway you want. Put you in the joint, him and Drake joint. That shit fire.
Snitches. Mr. Right Now.
Mr. Right Now. Snitches and Rats. The fucking Morgan Freeman skits. Like so much dope shit. Like it was fun album. It was that street shit you like from them. The consistency, Running. That was another fire joint. You know what I'm saying? The replay value of it, the artwork of it. They went to the old, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, the No Limit joint.
Come on, the old No Limit type shit, bro.
Yeah.
And then they did it instead of doing a deluxe, which is another thing that's been really popular in 2020. People getting that extra bag off the deluxe albums.
Streaming.
Yeah. But some of them was really good too. Shout out Capo. You know what I'm saying? What else? And Pop Smoke too. And Uzi. Yeah, they actually had some good deluxe albums. But anyways, what was I saying?
You're talking about
instead of doing a deluxe album, they just did a chopped and screw version of the album. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought was dope. And I think Don Toliver did that with his joint too, to did a chopped and screw version. But like I said, I thought that was dope. Just giving credit, like just going back to their southern roots and shit like that. I thought that was dope shit, man. Do you want to go with your 9 through 1?
9 through 1. Number 9, I have Shoot for the Moon, Aim for the Stars by Pop Smoke. I mean, you couldn't really go anywhere and not hear something from this album coming out of a car. Or you could not. I heard the woo, you want to fuck with the woo. I heard that shit everywhere.
Bro, it's really like you can go down the list of his album and it's like, I'm sorry. My bad. That was some Miles Davis. It was some of that type shit though, but I was with some jazz last night. But where's this album at? But his shit, if you really go down the list, is like damn near you pull a single or like a little favorite type song from literally almost from beginning to end.
You really can. And you know who I give credit to? 50 Cent, because he curated this whole thing.
We got to give him credit to that, and the people he put in position to do that shit too, man. Like we didn't know what was going to happen with Pop Smoke. Like we knew it was music out there, but when 50 said he was going to do what he was going to do, when we hear people make, you know what I'm saying, what's the term? Posthumous.
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 I don't know how to say it.
Posthuman. Let's go with posthuman.
Posthuman. The album that they dropped after they died.
Yeah, but so they after that is like we would think, all right, it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because just those albums never feel good. It feels just put together versus on beats. You know what I'm saying?
That's the difference with this album.
Exactly.
The presence was felt even in his absence.
And some of these songs were already made. It's like literally they just put the features on it. You know what I'm saying? Like For the Night, one of my favorite songs of the year. You know what I'm saying? The Baby's on it. That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, the Mini Men flip.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He really bodied that shit, bro. He really bodied that shit. Like that is way better than the not to shoot down the one on the flip on Savage, because that one was dope too. But this one was just have mercy on me, have mercy on
my soul. It was the same cadence and everything, and they already say that he sounds like 50. So for him to flip that, like 50 had to know that the comparison was there.
And for 50 to even to put that record on there, knowing like how you know what I'm saying, like 50 can be a prideful nigga at times. It was like for him to be like, nah, this joint's that fire. I got to pull the album out technically. You know what I'm saying?
He saw the potential in Pop. He saw like he was the future. He was like, I see talent.
Yeah, bro. If you just talk about just the versatility, you got your drill records, you got your you know what I'm saying, your radio records, you got your girl records, You know what I'm saying? You got your street records. Like they gave you everything you would need to make this a successful album, and they did that early in the year too. This shit dropped
very early.
Oh, sorry. Well, it felt early.
It felt, nigga, quarantine felt like 2 years.
July. It dropped right before the 4th.
Number 8, I got King's Disease by Nas.
Can I add that to my honorable mention? Also, I forgot.
Go right ahead. This came out in that run that Hit Boy was on, where he was just on everybody's shit. This was entirely produced by Hit Boy. Incredible album. He's got the Firm reunion on there as well.
You act like you wasn't liking that song when we was talking about that shit.
I wasn't liking the Fabio Ferg shit.
Oh, I thought, who was that that said they like that shit? Was it Joe?
Might have been Joe, because I
said it's a girly record and shit like that.
I didn't like the Fabio joint. I'm like, that doesn't rock, but I mean, I guess I'm wrong because everybody likes it.
That shit hard, bro. Everything. Come on, bro. Nobody was expecting that shit.
That's probably why I didn't like it, because I was like, I did not expect this collaboration. Whatchamacallit? This sounded so much. This is probably Nas's best album since
Life is Good.
No, because I didn't like Life is Good.
What?
I think I want to say the Untitled joint.
I don't want to be an old nigga.
The Untitled
getting up there.
Nigga, you getting up there. You're only, 3 years younger than me.
Nigga, Life is Good should have been your shit.
I mean, it was a time, because the Don shit, the da-da-don, that was my shit. I had that as ringtone and everything.
Yeah. But that'll be another debate for another one. We gotta go back to that year of rap.
2012?
Yeah, that was a good year.
That's Kendrick, Meek dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, that was
a lot of good shit that year. We gotta go back and
talk. Next show, man. Number 7 is the first surprise. Director's Cut 2. Not like of all of them, that was the one that I liked the most.
That's what you think of with,
because it has Hellraiser on there. Hellraiser's like, of all, like that's that shit. That needed to be a single. That's how good that song is.
Hellraiser was definitely fire.
Number 6, Don't Kill Me, Burden of Proof. I liked it.
Quick question. I ain't trying to critique your shit at all. But
do
you go by the 7-song theory that makes an album?
I don't call them albums, I call them projects.
But still, you know what I mean though. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, if it's streaming like an album, I guess.
Like, would you consider 6 songs and 6 songs under like an EP?
Well, Director's Cut is an EP. It plays like an EP.
No, but fuck it.
I just consider it an album. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck it.
Nigga, I don't know. Shit.
No. I was just asking.
Number 5. Okay, so this is where like it got to the nitty-gritty here. Like, this is where I couldn't really decide. So number 5, Pray for Paris. I know, it's low. Bear with me. Pray for Paris. I can't tell you how many times I played George Bondo. Still play that. That's on my playlist, on my gym playlist. Like, that album, Westside went from here to here with that album. Like the production, the rap and everything, the collabs he had on there. Nigga had Jay Versace on there. He had nigga tap dancing on there. Like, he just reached another level with Pray for Paris. The cover, the David with the head of Goliath, like, fire, bro. Like, that shit. That's Virgil.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's in my top 5. Number 4 is probably my favorite Griselda album, King to a God by Conway. I think that's, of all of the when they dropped Burden of Proof, Who Made the Sunshine, and From King to a God. Honestly, I feel like From King to a God stuck to the Griselda formula the most.
Is that a good thing or bad thing?
A very good thing. To me,
the Griselda formula?
The Griselda formula with production, and because Burden of Proof, you know what I don't like about Burden of Proof, as perfect as it is, the production is it's too. It's the production sounds too mainstream.
It's Hit Boy.
I know. Conway didn't do that. Conway stuck to Derringer and Eric Sermon and DJ Shea, and Conway stuck to what he knew, and it worked. Westside to a degree did too.
Wait, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. How does a person link with a producer who's having one of his best years and has one of his best albums with them? Is underwhelming. It doesn't. I don't get it.
Look, point blank. Period. I would much rather hear Benny on grimier beats.
So you don't want him to grow as an artist?
Here we go.
I mean, that's what their point of this 20.
That is not what I said.
That is not what I said. You pretty much said stick to what you've been doing.
Nah, nigga. Like, it just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just nostalgic. Maybe I still want that Plugs I Met, Tana Talk.
That boom bap shit that Joe Budden be talking about.
I guess I'm guilty. That's me. Yeah. That's why I like Conway's more, because Conway sounds like the boom bap. Benny's album sound like some Rockefeller shit from 2002, 2003. Not saying it's wrong, but I don't want to hear him on Lush beats and I want to hear him on Derringer fucking beats and Alchemist beats, man. But anyway, number 3, Alfredo by Freddie Gibbs. What more can you say, man? Album of the year. It's gonna win. I don't give a fuck. It's gonna win. Alchemist and him, geniuses, man. It was a short listen, which is good, to the point. A lot of Last Dance references. I love that shit. The first song, 1985. Like, that whole song is a fucking Last Dance reference. The guest appearance, he had Tyler on there fucking spitting.
One of Tyler's best verses.
Like, because I didn't even remember Tyler was not, he's not in the rapping shit no more. He's doing the singing and production now. So he got
in there with Alchemist and knew what time it was.
Mm-hmm. He got him in a whole different bag.
You don't get in the studio with Alchemist and go in there and start just bullshitting.
Right. And just the how quick they put this out, and like just how great it did. It incredible. The merch.
Bro, I forgot what his name was. I think it's Freddie's manager, if I'm not mistaken. But just been showing a lot of like video footage and photos from the little studio sessions, and just seeing how they were cooped up in this like small little studio and just were just going through beats. And this is the guy to get this great of a project, Grammy nominated project, out of just being in this little ass room, just two dudes. Like, that's just great hip hop shit.
Number 2, Reasonable fucking Drought. Stove God. Stovey's home. God damn it. Like, what can you say? Like, what can I say about this album that I haven't already told you already? Like, this shit, like, fam, the punches, the production, shout out Rock Marciano, the wittiness, what's the shit he said? The fucking, both my exes is 10 and they both a dub. Like, Stove God has had one of the best 2020s for a new artist that I have ever seen. I said one of. I'm not saying the, I'm saying one of. And then number 1, Price T in China. Because, I mean, that's not going to change. I went back a couple days ago and listened to Price T in China. That shit hit like the first time, bro.
I did too. I was listening to that shit.
That shit hit like the first, when that Caruth first hits, or that Giant Slide, nigga.
Like, one of my favorite transitions in that album. Let me go to the album real quick. I gotta see this shit real quick. I got so many fucking albums in my playlist. Not my playlist, but my save shit. Got the fucking deluxe. You got forget about the deluxe shit too that he dropped too. That record with him and El Camino was dope.
He had the Cool Kids on there too.
Oh yeah, when it go from this is my favorite train from Scrape the Bowl to Pinto Slow Road to Snort. That little that 4-song run right there is crazy to me, son. It's crazy to me. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I just love that section of the album for some reason.
That's a very
start with Benny. You get into two nice little gutter records for yourself, and then you end with that little with Snort. Like, come on, right? This is just the gutter ass section right here. Like, oh man. But continue. Do you have anything else?
That was my number one. That was, I mean, like that's my top 5 was pretty much solid from when we did our mid year. It was pretty much solid. The only thing that came was 6 through 10.
Let me play a record from there real quick. I got to take a piss.
All right.
For Detroit to Buffalo, we let them smuggle blood. Soon as the pack landed, I let a couple go. Then she get back to New York, we burning up the pipe. We turning up the night, I just earned another strike. 90 East and 94 duck in the state patrol. I had to move safe and low, especially cause my face was known. Free all my hitters in the clink, just trying to make parole. I'ma still straight the bowl, to the day you make your own. Place to pit, 8 a mom, get a brick, break it down, hit a lick, take you down, take a city, rape a town. 80 big ones in the ceiling, tell that bitch don't make a sound. 80's baby still in prison, wish that I could break him out. Stood up and he made us proud, told him when I make it out, we ain't gonna have to risk our life no more, I found the safer route. I just shot a kite to bro, he put me on the paper route. Now we on the road, 36 O's wrapped up in paper towel. My witnesses show up in court, the judge, he had to wait a trial. They say I got a morbid sense of humor, but that made me smile. Shout out to my shooter, when he drill you, that's a flagrant foul. Just put in for his appeal, he told me it might take a while.
Yo, remember that nigga Joe said that shit about me on the chat that one day?
What?
He was in the PS4 chat. You know, I laughed at the nigga DeAndre when he said something. What do you fuck he said something about his pops or some shit like that? He got a morbid sense of humor. I was like, what the fuck?
You know, morbid sense of humor.
But man, all right, we had to take that because I ain't feel like
what's your top 10?
All right, so I said my number 10 is starting with Savage Mode. I guess I had to get my had to start getting. My joint is like kind of a little. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit, not too much though. But I wanted to make sure I didn't want to make it seem like I was just like, you know what I'm saying, listening to just one thing all year. Even though not boom bap, but just the gutter rap shit really was dominant this year. But I can't act like I wasn't in my fucking car listening to, you know what I'm saying, like these fucking Lil Uzis and fucking Pop Smokes and shit like that either. You know what I'm saying? So I try to make sure I, you know what I'm saying, stayed as true as my ears as I could.
Cop your pleas early. Yeah.
No. It's just make sure you know. So got 10 at number 10, I got Savage Mode 2. I said those reasons already. 9, I got Crime Scenes. That's my favorite ransom tape out of the whole series. I feel like as being as late as I was to it, I feel like never late as being late is it don't matter as long as you're there to hear the music. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's all great shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had my early complaints, but you told me just hold on, just listen and shit like that. Right. And once I really started hearing that, he's really like making the songs link with the titles and shit like that. It's what I really wanted to see.
In his own way, he like in the new one he does that. And Crime does that.
And I think that's why this is my favorite, because that's what I wanted when I heard the first one. So when I started to see it gradually get better by this tape, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, now this feel like this is the culmination, right, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And just the records on here is I feel like this is the best listen to. All of them are great listens. It's no slaughter about it. But this one, just from beginning to end, it felt like an album to me to an extent. Because like this was the last joint for the year. You know what I'm saying? All of that such. But some of my standout records from that joint, man, where is that? And this joint just came out 12/18. That's how, you know what I'm saying? I listened to it so much. Like I said, replay value was so great on here. because it wasn't that many. It was only 7 songs. But go from Uncut Gems. That's, you know what I'm saying?
I'm an uncut gem, and
One of my favorite intros. One of my favorite intros this year. Good Time with him and Stove God. Told you. Oh, him and Shay. Stove on the hook. Crazy. Killing Them Softly was dope.
I like the other Stove song on there.
Oh, The Right. That shit was dope. Most Violent Years. You know, I'm still trying to
that beat is crazy.
Crazy, bro. Hell or High Water. Like, it's such a smooth listen, and you could just whoop, 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 whoop.
Straight through.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, production, amazing. Him and Nicholas Craven, we talked about it earlier. Those two dudes together, like, he really made at least Nicholas Craven a household name for, you know what I'm saying, this new crop of, you know what I'm saying, fans and such like that. Because I haven't heard about him prior, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a fan of him now.
For this year, I think Nick Craven is in the conversation, in the top 5 for producer of the year.
Oh, yeah.
For this year.
I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that.
I had to preface it with saying this year because I don't want to jump out the window.
But yeah, that was a dope joint, man. I love the cover also, bro. The cover for this shit, dope, because he had the Samuel L. Jackson skit and shit like that.
Ooh, and then it moves. It on, like, when he does it on, like, on IG, the shots, like, they flash and shit.
He probably does that shit on Spotify. But yeah, a lot of dope shit, man. The skits were really amazing in this one too. I really did love the skits in this one. But I got coming in at number 8. You gonna kill me for this one.
Oh man.
Price of Tea in China.
Nigga, what? Yo, no wonder when I was talking about it. No wonder when I was talking about it, you were like, yeah, it's a great album.
Nah,
yeah.
No, because when you say you spun it back, I literally spun the joint back probably like, give me like, let's say probably like 4 or 5 days ago.
And it didn't matter.
It was great. Listen, it went through so smoothly. And this is no knock to them at all for anything I'm about to say. I'm not about to say nothing negative at all. I just feel like the album is like, it's one vibe. You know what I'm saying? You're like, how I say certain albums take you in different spaces and such like that. This is just one gutter ass night in Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what that means? That means the other 7 gotta be.
Oh yeah, I think they are. And I always got my reasonings. But let me see. Let me go to Price of Tea in China real quick. Because like I said, man, I really do love the album. Like I said, Karoof I kept listening to that song back to back. You know what I'm saying? That was the one. That was the record that, like, okay, I can see what people he's talking about with Boldy. Surf and Turf, fire. You know what I'm saying? Scrape the Bowl, fire. Slow Roll, fire. Snort, fire. Gray October, fire. Mustard, Speed Demon freestyle is one of my favorite records on here, for real. That beat, that's the most beat that's kind of like outside of the pocket that they were in this album. Am I wrong? Because that one felt a little bit more
running for me. Or is it running or is it run? That one.
Yeah, that's running.
That's the one that it sounds like a little, like, I don't know. It didn't really fit.
I don't know. If you just think about it, you go from songs like Snort, Slow Roll, and you go like Speed. I don't know. It's just that feel like that's all. If I got a little bit more, like, just a little bit more, a little bit different type of beats, hearing them on, just like a little bit more different tempo, maybe. Maybe that's just it.
Yeah, that running beat was like super fast.
Yeah, that and the Speed Demon one, but maybe it's just those two. But outside of that, like I said, that's why I only have it. I felt like he did amazing in this pocket, but he didn't go to too many different pockets.
Right.
For me, you know what I'm saying? That's all. And that's just like I said, it came out early and just hearing different joints later, you know what I'm saying? That's all. But remember early when we did our year, it was up there. So this is nothing. I'm not knocking them at all. But like I said, great production, smooth ass listen straight through and through, man.
Alchemist was on a run himself.
He even had the cool kids on the fucking on the deluxe, and the shit was hard. Like the deluxe was dope too. Like you can't sleep on the deluxe.
But you got it at number 8. So you sleep.
That was at number 8. But I'm just saying, bro. Hey, all my albums there, I'm gonna give all of them. I'm not gonna shit on nothing. They're all in my top 10. So number 7, I got The Allegory. I thought this album was so dope. You talk about one of our like best lyricists in the game right now at the age he is. You know what I'm saying? This is one of our OGs in the game, Royce the 5'9". You talk just I'm talking about versatility in songs, the shit he was speaking on, messages, the dope features we got. Man, we had Griselda on all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Overcomer, Fubu, what's the
Upside Down?
Upside Down, and all 3 of the records are fire. Like
Overcomer is a weird one because there's no drums.
Oh, well, it is that part when they do all we did is slang, dope. No. It is a little bass and cymbals in there. But where's the Allegory? You know, I like looking at my track list, but just the intro, from the intro to Dope Man. I don't age is crazy. He's barring on that shit. He's barring on that shit. The ice cream story on the interlude was dope, man. On the block with him and DJ Premier. Come to the block.
Prime.
Papers.
Prime.
Yo, I'm telling you, come on. Then you get to the fucking Overcomer, fucking Fubu, Upside Down, the joint Tricked with him and King Crooked is fire. Black People in America is dope. You know what I'm saying? Rhinestone Do-Rag is dope. He's like basically saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I went through all of this shit. I wore the Rhinestone Do-Rag, so you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, because he did wear one.
So he's basically saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the direct message, but he's basically saying, like, I went through all the fuck shit and all my trials and tribulations. So you guys, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that shit either. You know what I'm saying? You know, he went through
that
rocket launcher, you know, all the crazy shit Royce used to be doing and shit like that. But I thought this album was such a great album. He's speaking on culture, you know what I'm saying? The versatility in bars, the content is really amazing. It's really amazing. Only thing I'll probably just give it a knock on is production. That's about it. The production is crazy to me.
I think he does his own production on that.
Yeah, it's probably just production compared to the rest of my albums is probably not that great. That's why I have a little bit lower on my list. But other than that, I think the lyrics is there, the bars is there, the impact is there. See, it's Grammy nominated. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really great. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Royce. And plus, even with the title of the, you know what I'm saying, the title of The Allegory, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it all links into a story and shit like that. So, you know, that nigga been putting heavy thought into his albums lately. Booker Ryan, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit. So shout out to Royce, man. Number 6,
back-to-back years, bro.
Yeah,
Booker
man.
Ryan was one of the best albums of 2019.
Just say 3 years. If you go Booker Ryan, Prime in this, for real. You gotta check out him and Lupe podcast too. They got a nice little joint. But at number 6, I got Shoot for the Star, Aim for the Moon. We was talking about it earlier, man. But like I said, this album, they say you couldn't go nowhere without hearing nothing.
Really couldn't.
And bro, when this joint came out, I didn't listen to Pop Smoke really like that before this. So I really just gave the album a chance. You know what I'm saying?
I heard like his mixtapes.
Like, I mean, I heard singles from there. I didn't listen to it. I wasn't into drill before, so I'm not about to say like I was gonna be into drill now. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really jumping onto the NY drill scene like that. But I was like, you know what? Let me just give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? Let me just give it a chance. I just played it when I was in the work van and shit like that, bro. And I just started hearing. I was just like,
it's a different kind of energy.
Like, hold on, this shit really is just like some really good fucking music, bro. Like I said, For the Night, Gangsters, Yeah, Snitching, Make It Rain, The Woo, which was a song that got popping pretty late too.
Yeah.
Fucking Something Special. What You Know About Love, Diana. Got like from Something Special to Got It On Me is like literally back to back. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
All used as hit songs. You know what I'm saying? It's really nothing but good to hit songs on here, and that's like says a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It's just sad that he's not here to reap the benefits. You know what I'm saying?
it's fucking terrible, bro. It is fucking terrible. Like I said, only reason it's could have had a couple less songs on here. Like I could have did without the mood swing joints, the enjoy yourself, West Coast shit. Could have did without Creature. Well, Creature's alright. Depends. You know what I'm
West Coast. I didn't really like West Coast.
Yeah, there's a couple joints I could have done without, but other than that, man, this was a great fucking album, bro. Fun listen, easily to great replay value. You know what I'm saying? They like I said, 50 did his fucking thing curating the shit, man. Definitely did his thing. Number 5, I got Reasonable Drought. Everything you said, man, like you said, production wise, hits the mark. Rock Marcy killed this shit. Bars, you know what I'm saying? Stove God, punchlines are some of the freshest right now. And especially talk about that drug talk, like, you know what I'm saying? Hooks, crazy, you know what I'm saying? Good, really good replay value, man. Like,
sold the brick off the church parking lot. Hallelujah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. I love the album. Like I said, it grew on me late because I kept forgetting to just it kept passing by me to just listen to it. And when I finally did,
it hit.
Couldn't tell me shit, bro. Couldn't tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's cooking on everybody else's verses now. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's everywhere now. Like,
stole the show on West Side shit too. He stole the show on there.
You know, oh yeah, also that was a showcase in a sense, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think West Side more so saying, hey yo, hey world, hey look at this nigga right here, B. Then Rock Marcy say, hey, let me cook something up. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? That's for you. Beautiful beats for you to rhyme on. And people can be able to hear this, you know what I'm saying, fire shit, man. I think that album, if you weren't a fan of him before, you know what I'm saying, this album definitely made you a fan of him.
You could let it rock too, like straight through.
Straight through. And the next, and literally all the albums I got coming up next are albums I literally play straight through. You know what I'm saying? So that, I got Pray for Paris coming at number 4. Only reason why it's not at my number 1 like it was in the beginning of the year. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I'd probably just say, like I said, production was there. I'd probably just say, I don't know. Just probably Wes is just probably not the best rapper out of all of them. Probably just that, but
he's a gold face though.
Yeah, I don't know what it is that took it out of my number 1 spot. I don't know if I just listened to these more albums more, so I don't know. But it just fell down a little bit when I just gave everything a re-listen. I was like, oh, this isn't better than this one, as I think before. But you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, it still has some of my favorite records on here. The sequencing, the vision of the album. Like I said, the first one, you got the fucking minus the 4 million plus tax intro. The first thing is on No Vacancy is the pianos and shit. It's just feel you that classical feel. And you just hear bonjour. You know what I'm saying? It's just we already encompassing the whole Paris feel. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the cover, the linking up with Virgil. You know what I'm saying? Even Virgil was doing the night of the album release, and he did a DJ set doing the album and shit like that. Fucking, like I said, the cover is fucking dope. I really love this fucking cover.
I think the guests
dope too.
The guests like made that album. Like they didn't make it, but just like this is a very different West Side project.
I feel like this was like, if anything, felt like a debut album for him. This felt like a debut album, and this is what I feel like a West Side album, a West Side Gun debut album would feel like. You know what I'm saying? Just taking you to a whole nother vibe. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you get the George Bondo shit, you know what I'm saying? The Griselda joint fire. 327, one of my standout records of the year. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Billy Esco on the hook. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Buffalo shit, man. He has that hook it's really the heart of that song. You know what I'm saying? And then you get Joey, you know what I'm saying, some fire verse. You get Tyler, fire verse. You know what I'm saying? You get West, fire verse. I think Camo Monk did the production too, man. Like I said, all of this shit. Smooth ass record. French Toast, him and Wale. One of my favorite link ups this year. You know what I'm saying? You would think, you know what I'm saying, they would have been linked up. You know what I'm saying? Two niggas, you know, wrestling, fashion, rhymes. Like, come on. This was dope to link up. You know what I'm saying? And the song was just dope. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm out here in Paris. Still in the theme of Paris. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I like shit like that.
There was a common theme.
that's why I like, you know what I'm saying, a theme is that adds to shit. You know what I'm saying? Where it may may not be the best lyricist, but it's the story or whatever you want people you're trying to tell that's encompassing. You know what I'm saying? You get to Eurostep, obviously some more European shit, but one of my favorite verses of the year. You kill me for saying you don't see it like, but I think West went the fuck in on this shit. This is the West when people be like, oh, West don't got rhymes. Oh, well, you get shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Allah sent me that one of the illest beats this year, bro. Fucking 500 ounces, another one of the illest beats this year. Freddie Gibbs bodied this shit. Versace, we talked about it. Jay Versace, you know what I'm saying? One of his production debut for me. Claiborne kick, him and Boldy linking up again. Sean versus Flair, him and Premier linking up. Party with Pop Smoke. Then we get Lay, whatever that name is. I don't know how to say that shit, but the tap dance shit, just different shit. You know what I'm saying? But the album is such a smooth, and literally, it's no skips on this joint.
There's one for me, but
which one?
Eurostep.
Yo, you're bugging. There's no skips on here for me, man. But like I said, that shit, crazy fucking album. Shout out to West Side for that, man. Then we go to Benny, Burden of Proof. I mean, him and Hit Boy. I think him linking up with Hit Boy. What you say you thought the mainstream sound was, I think that's what a lot of people thought it was going to be, but I don't think that's what we got. And I think when we saw, like, I felt Hit Boy was coming, you know what I'm saying, to Benny's world more, but still, you know what I'm saying, being Hit Boy. He's not trying to be Dandra. He's not going to try to be.
Don't get me wrong. I like the album. Don't get me wrong.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like he was trying to still meet, you know what I'm saying, meet him where he's at, but still be Hit Boy in the sense to still put his spin on the shit. That's why I think when we get records like, you know what I'm saying, the Burden of Proof record, like just the beginning of that shit, it slaps, you know what I'm saying, right at you. And and Benny, like, it feel like this dude really shows he can adapt to pretty much any beat he's on. You know what I'm saying? Where we go from records like this to Where Would I Go to Sly Green to One Way Flight, and he's in his pocket in every joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Mike's like some of my favorite records on here is songs like Famous, you know what I'm saying, where he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, how I feel if I, you know what I'm saying, what do he say?
He's saying that he didn't feel famous.
Yeah.
He didn't feel famous until, like,
he still don't feel famous or some shit like that.
He still don't feel famous. It hasn't hit him.
I feel like we got a more personal Benny on this album with records like this, Timeless, especially New Streets. I love that record. Trade It All. Thank God I Made It. I feel like we got a way more, like, what we wanted from Conway and what we got on From King to a God, and versus, like, you know what I'm saying, we're on Babies and Fools and shit like that. You know, the Cow, stuff like that. Stuff that we wanted from him, I felt we started to get that from Benny more. Whereas, like, okay, we know the street tales, but let's know about Benny the person. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we got that in this album. And once again, Benny's one of the best rappers in the game right now, and the way he puts this shit together,
it's genius.
It's smooth as fuck to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, some of my standout records, like I said, One Way Flight, Burden of Proof, Timeless. We got one of Wayne's best verses in years on this joint.
Oh, and Timeless, hell yeah!
We got one of Wayne's best verses. I really like the Over the Limit record more so because it's a different style of beat for Benny, and he still was in his pocket, like in his shit.
It's like a West Coast shit.
Yeah, like that driving down the highway shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was still in his pocket. Like I said, Trade It All. Like, I really like this album through and through, man. Legend, all of that shit, man. Great album. Him and Hit Boy, you know what I'm saying, linked amazingly, added to the list of Hit Boy for the year. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's when we talk about producer of the year, man, it's tough when you cope because both dudes really got, you know what I'm saying, great solo albums with artists. You know what I'm saying? Then my number 2, I got From King to a God. If you talk about an album that's just from beginning to end, you getting gritty bars. You know what I'm saying? You're getting pain. You're hearing great production. You're hearing dope features. Like, that's what From King to a God gave me. Let's see if I can find the joint real quick. I'll just type it in. Yeah. But yeah, from like link ups with Dej Loaf, which was random to me. Thought that Fair God record was crazy. From King, the intro, we start with fire bar, the Dan Tony line, fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? We get fire features from Method Man on this joint with Lemon Squeeze.
Havoc on there. Flea Lord
on Juvenile Hell producing that shit. Doe and Domani, the link between Alchemist and Darren. Dope shit. We get the words from Shay interludes, man. Those were beautiful.
Forever dropping tears, man.
Forever dropping tears, bro. Come on, bro. Front lines, man. Come on. Spurs 3, Jesus Christ is nothing like. It's so many dope. Seen nothing but Jesus.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, Conway had the best one.
That's what I said. I mean, that's what I said. It grew on me more. Like I said, just listening to it straight through is like, even to the records like Anza, you don't like that record. I know.
That's a skip.
But I like it personally. Even when I seen him perform it on the title joint, like he's going to love performing that because it's just a dope, like, popping record, which is, like I said, the guys this year were doing shit outside of their box. And the shit, in my opinion, still worked. And that's more credit to them, you know what I'm saying, as artists, to showing that they're not just grimy rappers. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying for me personally.
No. I'm just saying for the record being made, that type of record being made. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this shit was dope. Like I said, the words was Shay. And this is the first one we got right after Shay passed also. So to hear that, the words from him, the interludes, hearing the pain about him, the third verse on Forever Dropping Tears. Like, man, that shit. Camino on the hook, man.
It felt right, man. Like, if you had to pick a DJ Shay tribute song, I think that would be it. They did him justice.
Most definitely, man. And my number 1, man, I gotta go with Alfredo. I feel like with that, everything I said with all of these joints, this joint, Freddie Gibbs, man, if you talk about just rapping, this dude has really probably been, in my opinion, probably the best rapper of the year. Like,
I think he's number 1. I think he's number 1 for me.
He's had one of the best albums. He's cooking on every single verse, like literally cooking on every single verse, bro. I just started listening to Four Thanks, and that shit is one of my favorite songs of the year. Like that room, that Hit Boy, and that they've been cooking up in has been cooking out, been pushing out hits.
Because that's like the hyperbolic time chamber,
bro. Same with Alchemist, bro. That little room, they're cooking food, bro. But man, like Freddie Gibbs, man, this album is just so fucking crazy. You talked about it earlier, just the witty lines, like with the fucking cocaine circus shit, like that right after the shit comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else? Oh, yeah, I forgot to put the
baby shit was dope too. Like, bro, that was shit.
God is perfect. Scotty Beam with him and Rick Ross. The stories he was talking like on this shit too. He's a great like little storyteller. Like he knows how to go in the pockets of talking gritty shit, going in depth about his life, talking some fly shit, funny shit, anything. He can do it flawlessly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get songs like that. Frank Lucas, Something to Rap About, Babies and Fools, which is one of my favorite records this year. Skinny Suge is crazy. All Glass is crazy. Like, he got personal on this album. He was talking heavy on this album. Like, he got records he could even move as like a, you know what I'm saying, for women, like whatever you wanted, you got on this album. And I feel it's at a rapping at an A1 level. You know what I'm saying? And it's only 10 songs. So you can the replay value is so easy.
Exactly. You can keep playing it. You know, it doesn't feel like a drag.
key to me. I'm sorry. Yes, it's some albums where it could be 20 songs and it's good. But if I have an album that's definitely just as good with 10, I'm gonna lean towards that one a little bit more. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, that because it's the intake. How you digest music nowadays. We have short attention spans. So the shorter the album, and if you can compact a lot of good music in that short amount of time, you got our attention.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Alfredo did that perfectly. Perfectly. This was, in my opinion, not saying it is the perfect album, but for 2020, this album was like the perfect album. It was like,
Yeah, that's why I think it should win the Grammy. It deserves it. It would be a great
I know
story
it sounded
already.
crazy to say that, but I don't know. Like, it gave me everything I wanted out of there. It was like, you know what I'm saying?
Song.
It had me joined that I can get, you know what I'm saying, get gritty to it. I can laugh bars I can laugh at. You know what I'm saying? It had me shit like, damn, I ain't know that about, you know what I'm saying, son. Like all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Freddie Gibbs, man. Those are our